Okay, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to our presentation on previewing the new Bulk API 2 events and partial downloads. First, the most popular slide here at Dreamforce, the forward-looking statement. This is important because the capability Shireen and myself are going to talk to about today is actually roadmap capability coming out in future release. So please make all your purchasing decisions based upon current shipping product. Feedback. We do value your feedback. We do want your feedback. It's very important to us, so please give that. And as it's so important, we're actually bribing you. The first 4,000 attendees who submit feedback get the opportunity, will receive a Starbucks gift card. So we do value your feedback. And thank you. Thank you for attending Dreamforce. Thank you for attending this session. And thank you for being a Salesforce customer. So with that, I'm going to introduce ourselves. My name is Jeremy Westerman. I run the product management team for Enterprise APIs, Salesforce APIs here at Salesforce.
Hi all, my name is Shireen Nagdive, and I work as a senior software engineer on the Enterprise API Bulk team.
Okay. And so with that, let's just jump straight in. So what's new here? It's really about how can you download the Bulk API 2 query results quicker. I'm assuming you're using Bulk API 2 or you're interested in using Bulk API 2 because you're here. So today, when you use Bulk API 2, there's a single download mechanism. You create your job, you then poll the job to see if it's complete. Once the job is complete, you can actually download the results. The results are on a series of result sets. And it's a single HTTPS connection that you download these result sets. It's a very simple API. What we're introducing in this coming release, Winter 25, which is currently rolling out, is a new capability to reduce that time. So you'll be able to download those results in parallel. It's the same mechanism for creating that job. You poll to see when the job is complete, but once that job is complete, you will get up to 5 result set links, so you can download those results in parallel. Now that's going to reduce the total time to retrieve the results and thus speed up this experience. So still a simple HTML-based API. But the new capability that we're really going to be demoing here and what we want to get you excited about is the events and partial downloads. This is going to be going into a beta in our Spring 25 release. And many of you, we've had this requested before, and now we're actually delivering on this. But you will still create the job as usual, but after you've created the job, you don't need to poll anymore. Bulk API 2 will produce events indicating when there's a job state change and when partial results are available. So you can now start to download results while the query is still executing and extracting data out of the database. And so you can do this in parallel, which is going to speed up the total time, or drastically reduce the total time. The caveat is, you now have to use the Pub Sub API in addition to the Bulk API 2 API, because we are publishing platform events. And with that, I'm going to hand it over to Shireen, who's going to go into the details and give you a demo.
So let's get into the details of what exactly this new platform event is, which Bulk V2 query would be publishing. First, let's start with learning what the name of this platform event is. The name of the new platform event, which Bulk V2 query would be publishing, is Bulk API 2 job event. Now that we know the name, let's learn when exactly is this platform event published. It's published in 3 scenarios. First, when the status of the job changes and takes any of these valid job state values. Second, when a set of records are ready for download while the job is still in progress. And third, when all records in the job are ready to be downloaded and the job is complete. Now let's learn what exactly is the shape of this event. What is the information you would learn from this event? There are 5 fields present in this event. First is the type. This indicates the type of event which is being notified. It can have one of 2 values, job state or result. The goal of the job state type event is to notify you about the state change of the job. The goal of the result type event is to notify you that a set of results are ready for download. The next field is the job identifier, which is the ID of the job which is being processed. The next field is the job state. This is the current state of the job. The next field is the result type field. This field indicates the type of results which are available for retrieval in this event. It can have one of two values, partial or final. The partial result type means that the result URL in the event allows you to download a set of records which are ready for download from the job while the job is in progress, hence the name partial. And the final result type means that the result URL in the event allows you to download all the records for the job, and the job is now complete. Now let's learn about these two event types with some real examples. This is an example of a result type event. So if you look at the highlighted fields, the type is result. The result type is partial, which means the result URL in this event allows you to download a page of records. Now if you look at the job type event, job state type event, the result type and result URL fields are null for this type of event. The reason being the goal of this event is to notify you about the state change of the job. Hence, the result type and result URL fields will always be null. Now that we have learned the basics, let's see all of this with a live demo in action. Let me refresh. So I would be now creating a bulk V2 query job. This is my SOQL query. And we would look at the different download mechanisms available to us and compare the different trade-offs and the pros and cons. I have a SOQL query. I now hit create job. This is the job info. My job is just created. The state is upload complete. Now I would call the job info API to learn the status of the job. Now I see that my job is complete. Now that my job is complete, I want you to make two observations here. First is, I always have to poll the job info API to learn the status of the job. Second, I have to wait for the job to be complete to start my download. With those two observations in mind, let's see how we do downloads today. Today, the way we do downloads is what I call as the serial data download way. It allows you to have two query parameters, max records and locator. Max records query parameter is up to you. If you want to pass in a max records, you can. If not, bulk V2 query server decides the maximum records it can return to you in one page. If I go ahead and download the 50,000 records, I can download them, save them. But if you noticed, our job total has about 700K records, and I just downloaded some of them. The download results API call, which I just did, returns me a locator value, which I then pass in to the next API call. And I then pass in the next group of records I want to download, the maximum I can download, and I again hit the download results API. By now, I have made two calls to download a group of records incrementally, one group at a time, one page at a time. I now save this. I just downloaded overall 300K so far, and I have a lot more to download. And I would continue to do this using the locator, which one download call returns in the response header, passing it in the next API call, along with the max records, and downloading the next group. So I want you to make the third observation here, which is you're downloading groups of data one at a time, one page at a time, which let's all agree with is not the best experience. Now let's see the new capabilities which we are introducing in bulk V2 query and how this help you solve these three problems. So if we look at the parallel data download capability which we are introducing, I have now selected that option, and I'll now hit download results. Now if you look at the response from this endpoint, you see that you get 4 pages, 4 result pages. Oh, sorry. Let me do that again. Okay. Let me do that again. Yeah. Okay. Just create a job. Sorry about that. I'll poll the job status. It's in progress. It's still in progress. It's now complete. Now that the job is complete, I'll download my results using the parallel downloads endpoint. Yes, so now you see, I have 4 result pages available for me to download at the same time. So if you observe here, I still had to wait for the job to be complete before I can start downloading my results. But the parallel data download capability does allow you to download up to 5 result pages at the same time, parallelly. This does improve the experience from what we do today, where we download each of these results incrementally, one at a time. In the parallel data download capability, you can download up to 5 result pages at the same time. And if you have more than 5 result pages in your job, the next records URL will allow you to paginate to the next group of 5 result pages. So for example, if your job has, let's say, 1 million, 2 million records, and you have 20 result pages, you would be able to download results in group of 5 pages. And the done parameter here indicates if you are done traversing all of the pages. Because the job we have here today has only 4 result pages, done here is true. Now we see that parallel data download capability helps us solve one problem, which is you can now download data a little faster because you can download it in groups of 5. Now let's learn about the event-driven data capability. I have my query. It create job. This is the job info. But look at this. I have subscribed to the bulk API to job event using the PubSub API, and I can now receive the 2 event types which I mentioned. I am notified at different points in time the state of the job. So I no longer have to poll the get job info API to learn the status of my job. And now look at this. My job is still in progress at this time, but I have a result URL which I can start downloading results using this URL. I am notified at different points in time while the job is in progress, the different groups of records which are available for me to download. So I no longer have to wait for the job to be complete before I can start downloading my results. And you can see when the job is complete, I am notified using the result type final event. This URL allows you to download all the records. I am notified with the job state type event that the job is complete. So now it's up to the client, it's up to you to decide how so when you download a result using this partial result URL, the job is in progress. So there is still a possibility that the job can fail. So it is up to you to decide how you want to handle scenarios and how you want your implementation to be. In case you decide to rerun the job, there is a possibility that you might get a same set of records which you have already downloaded. So one recommendation is you can start downloading your records, but you can wait to process those records until your job is complete. But it is totally up to the client-side implementation. Now that we have seen all of this in a live demo, let's go back to the slide. I used PubSub API to subscribe to the event. It's a gRPC API format. You can publish and subscribe to events from external systems. Now to put the 3 different download mechanisms in perspective, the serial data download mode, which is how you download results today, this is how you can imagine it to be. Bulk V2 query job execution. Once it's complete, you start downloading your result pages, 1 page at a time. And this is the total amount of time it takes for you to download all the records for your job. Now, if you look at the parallel data download mode, once your job is complete, you can download all of your result pages in groups of 5 at the same time. So you can see the download time has been significantly reduced in this case. Now, if we look at the event-driven data download mode, while the job is in progress, you can start downloading your result pages. And this is the fastest way for you to download your bulk V2 query results today out of the 3 different ways you have available. Now, who can access this event? Any user can subscribe to the topic in the organization, but the user who created the job, only that user can download the results. With that, I hand it over to Jeremy.
Thank you, Shireen. That was an excellent demo and hopefully fully visualized this new exciting capability. So the next steps, come and visit the Salesforce API booth. It's just over there. We're actually demoing exactly the same demo that Shireen just showed you, so you can see this and you can discuss this new feature in action. So please come and visit us. As I mentioned, this is going to be a beta in the Spring 25 release, and it's going to be available in all orgs where Bulk API 2 is enabled. And the org admin will just go into setup, and there'll be a toggle, and they can enable the beta, and from that point on, Bulk API 2 will produce these events for you to use. And our plan is to GA this capability 1 to 2 releases after the beta. And so we want to have time to consider your feedback. So I really do encourage you, if this is something that is interesting to you, start to use it, start to play with it when Spring 25 sandboxes come out, and give us that feedback so we can incorporate that when we go GA. And as I mentioned, we are looking for feedback, and there is a Bulk API 2 Trailblazer community for that feedback. This QR code will take you to that community. So again, thank you for attending for our presentation, and don't forget the feedback and the coffee. And we have a few minutes now for Q&A. We can answer Q&A now, and likewise, we'll be available afterwards for any other further questions. Okay, thank you.